Hello ladies and gentlemen, Panzer here, and it's another episode of American Truck Mods. And, you know, I was actually thinking to myself while putting together this episode that the trucks in American Truck Simulator are very big. Yeah, I've spoken about that before a number of times, and I was thinking to myself, what if I wanted an even bigger truck? And I don't mean just bigger than European trucks. I mean really, really big. So I went on the internet and I found this. Let's just get a quick look behind. And it's basically an RV. Yep. Look at the space inside here. Now, that there is the air conditioning unit that I put on in here, and the frame rate is absolutely dying at the moment. There's a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, this is basically an RV. Now, I'm guessing that there is another area behind, because if I switch into the chase cam, you can actually see. There it is. That is the full size of the thing. Yes, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the biggest truck in this game's world. I was gonna say in the world, but I don't know about that so much. So this beast of chrome and matte paint is the Kenworth W900 long. And oh boy, it is big. And today I have not set up my wheels, so I'm going to be driving this with a keyboard, which works as well as you might expect, in that it really doesn't work at all. Alright, let's start this up. A nice little light there to tell me that it's switched on. We might even turn on some more lights there. There we go. Look at that. It's got this absolutely massive wing on there because, of course, something this big obviously needs downforce. And it has quite a ridiculous sounding horn. And I've put air horns on it as well. Air horns, of course, absolutely necessary when you need that sort of MLG truck driving experience. And, oh dear. That seems to be a very slight problem, in that aside from the reversing signal, it's nearly silent. I don't think that's supposed to happen. In fact, it seems like the engine sound sort of disappears. Unless, of course, it's only visible from certain distances away. Look at that bumper, though. It's like something out of a science fiction novel. But look at the length of this thing. So even without a trailer, we're almost as long as some other trucks are. Just put our indicators on. If I can remember the key for it. There we go. Let's go for a little drive, shall we? So it has a very nice interior, actually. Very well fleshed out. Very, very nicely detailed one. Link to the mod will be down in the description below, but let's go for a little drive and see how this handles. Once I can get through the traffic. LA traffic, of course, is not brilliant for something like this, but of course, that's kind of what you get if you make your base in Los Angeles. Now I have the nice little rubber duck there on the front. You can just see right there my beautiful character's face there. The nice little chromed rubber duck there to guide us on our journey through the streets of LA. Oh, he's gonna let us through. And yeah, I don't know exactly what's up with the mod at the moment, but it's something that seems to be happening. I don't know if it's a sound issue, but if you do download this mod and have this problem as well, do let me know down in the comments, because, yeah, it seems to be completely silent, which is a little bit strange. I don't think it's supposed to be that way, frankly. Now, as for actual speed, let me just pull up our mirrors and GPS there. You can see it's, well, it's not slow, even in the stock configuration. I didn't change the engine at all, and I'm just cruising along, and it's already doing 40 miles an hour. It is not a slouch, considering its size. It does kill the frame rate quite badly. I will say that. Oh, I've already got a speeding offence. It does kill the frame rate quite badly, mainly because the sheer amount of detailing on this is quite ridiculous. And I do mean ridiculous. It is... Actually, I'm just going to see if I can overtake this guy here. Come on. I'll just nip in front of him there. No issues whatsoever. And let's just get into a position to make this turn right here. Just kind of easing our way through that turn. It's not the most difficult thing to drive. I will say that. It is actually relatively easy considering its sheer size. Of course, this is without a trailer. I do have these nice little mirrors and bumper guides up, just to indicate where the bumper actually is. So you can just see as it moves along. I do believe there is a little bit of four-wheel steering going on here, although visually we don't see it. At least not significantly. But I would imagine something like this does have that, because it would be impossible to drive otherwise. I mean, the length of the wheelbase right there is kind of insane. But this truck does come with a neat set of customization options. It does have its own set of mods. So we're going to head over back to the garage and pick out a set of mods for ourselves. And oh dear, it's a tight corner there. I do say it's not the most difficult thing to drive, but we do want to be a little bit careful with it. So I'm just going to drive in chase cam for a little while. Just let you guys have a good look at the detail on this. Oh, we've already got a red light defense. We might as well just continue with it. Now, I did hit the curb there, but I'm going to blame that on the keyboard steering more so than the actual truck. There just seems to be an issue with driving with keyboard, that the steering doesn't go as far as you need it to sometimes, even just to clear the simplest of corners. Which is a little bit of a downside. You do need to slow down quite a lot in order to make that work. Not an issue with gamepads, as far as I can tell, or with steering wheels. So that's something to be aware of. Alright, so here we are in the upgrade shop, and just give you a quick look around at what this thing looks like. It is quite the beast. And so we're going to have a look at... We've got a full host of engines right here. And transmission options, as you would expect. But of course, what we're here for, we do have paint options, but just bear in mind that there is a matte finish on this. So it's not metallic, so any of the paints you choose will have that sort of finish. This is the colour that it comes with at stock, but we can, of course, customize that to anything we want. We can have a nice little red on there, which looks quite nice, actually, and I'm going to keep that, but we don't have metallic colour options, which is a bit of a downside. Now, a full host of accessories, of course. We do have a sun visor here, which you can remove. It does come with it at stock, but you can remove it as well. I like to keep it on, actually. It does look like it gives it a more aggressive look there. And, of course, we have chromed mirrors right here. These are not an option. Some nice chromed air cleaners as well, or stainless steel air cleaners. And, of course, we have bug shields. We do have two different variations of those, one of which has the Kenworth brand name on it as well. I don't really like bug shields, but, you know, it's an option there as well. And you do have the front mirrors, which are an option. Those can be removed. The bumper options that you have here do come with a bunch of different alternative setups as well. The one I'm using currently, this one, has 3 different light options down here. Of course, we can go with these and simply put our bumper markers up as well. There we are. So we've got nice little bumper guides. Quite useful, actually, if you want to know the extents of them. And they do light up as well. So these do come with the mod, actually, these bumper guides. Of course, the mirrors do also help gauge that as well. You have interchangeable rims. You have roof options as well. There's a couple of roof accessories down here, which you can put lights or you can put your air horns onto. And you have this air conditioning unit with the option of adding additional lights onto this if you don't already have enough of those, or you can simply have that removed. That is actually visible from within the cabin, so that's one thing to bear in mind. If you do care about the interior, you can have that air conditioning unit there as well. I like to keep that. I like to think that California is very warm, and that's the reason I'm going to have those. And of course, the wing here is a fully removable option as well. Lots of different customization options there. And we have customizable fenders on the rear here as well. You can remove those entirely if you so choose, and have just a bare bones vehicle at the back there, or these that come at stock, or we can have a full radius fenders as well there. I like to go with a half fender. I think that looks quite nice, quite streamlined. But that is one of the options there as well. So lots of different customization options, as you would expect. Good quality mod. Just a bit of a shame with the engine sounds not really working. It's a perfectly usable vehicle, even with just these ridiculous size that it has. It's quite easy to drive. And strangely enough, the matte finish paint in some angles kind of looks more like gloss paint. It's nice and shiny on that side, but in the upgrade shop it looks a little bit more like matte paint. So that's a little bit of a thing that you got to work around. But you know, if you're going to go with this one, why not? It does use up a slot in the Kenworth factory at the moment, so the Kenworth dealership. It uses the second slot instead of the first one. So if you are using the Freightliner Classic from my previous video, then you can still use that alongside this one. In fact, if you leave that installed, you can also replace that mod with any other and purchase that instead. Whichever mod is at the top of your load order, as usual, will be the one that is available there. So do bear that in mind. The one with the highest priority will be the one that is loaded into the dealership. Just bear in mind it is a bit hard to gauge distances with something this big. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. And if you have any questions, or you would like to suggest a mod for me to check out, please leave it in the comments down below, and I will get back to you. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more American truck mods and other videos. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Panzer, and I'll see you next time.